Just picked a few of these, a few hundred of these, let's say. It doesn't look like too much, does it? But then there's this root. Now, this is actually the oldest spice in European cuisine. Archaeological finds date it back at least 6,000 years in southern Europe and northern Africa. It's used as a spice, as a salad green. You can make a horseradish-like paste out of the root, or a black pepper substitute out of the seeds once those come. But that spiciness is actually really problematic here in this ecosystem. It's fine in Europe because there's a natural balance between the insects, fungus, plants, herbivores, etc. But here the herbivores won't touch it. It's much too spicy, and actually the spice in the root actually kills the mycorrhizal fungus that other plants depend on for nutrient transport. So sooner or later, this stuff spreads and destroys the entire ecosystem. They say it's like a wildfire in slow motion. So I happen to like the ravine system that we have here in Toronto. I want those ecosystems to stay alive, and therefore I'm doing my best to eliminate it. I've been fighting it for years. I've removed maybe upwards of 100,000, or I don't really know how many of these plants. I did hundreds today in a nearby little green space. As you can see, it's only just starting. I mean, it's April 8th. I'll do more videos later in the season as it grows, so you can see the different stages of its life cycle. But really, the earlier that we start on killing this, the better. If you can look around the edges of your yard, if you have a yard, or nearby green space, if there's one that you care about, try to find it and try to destroy it. Now, if you eat it, so much the better. It does taste good and all that sort of thing. They call it garlic mustard, and not for no reason. But, of course, the amount that you're actually going to want to process and eat is not necessarily as much as the amount that is going to be good if you kill. I find that processing it, cleaning it, and preparing it for food actually takes quite a lot longer than just killing it. This early in the season, it's perfectly effective to just, follow the leaves to the base, get a good grip, pull it out, and then just throw it on the side of the path where it'll dry up and die. Unless, the roots end up back on soil and it gets rained on, starts growing again. But at least you'll kill the vast majority of it. Later on in the season, once it's going to seed, of course, we need to remove the seeds from the ravines, get that out of the green space, and actually destroy it more thoroughly, let's say. But this early in the season, it's one of the first plants that comes up, so it's not that hard to find. Some people don't like picking it this early because they're not used to it and they don't know how to distinguish it from other plants that might look a little bit similar. I don't find it's that hard to recognize, though, now that I'm used to it. You can see the shape of these leaves, and I don't know, you can probably see that it's a bit purplish in these stems. And it's got, this big old taproot. Sometimes they, go all weird shape, and some of them are huge, some of them are small. But, yeah, if you want to have a green space and you live in this ecosystem in eastern northern part of North America, then do your best to remove this. All right, have a good day.